Welcome everyone to our CCSF for Sean virtual fundraiser. We want to first start by saying that we are on acknowledging that we are on stolen land. And for the people that are in San Francisco, recognize that we are on occupied Ramaytush Ohlone territory. My name is Sean, and I'll be your MC. I'm part of the CCSF for Sean contingent, which is based out of the art activism group CCSF Collective. We have members from City College and from the San Francisco community and are not directly connected to Justice for Sean, but want to support their efforts, especially since Sean was a student at City College along with his sisters. Ashley and Michelle Monterrosa have been fighting nonstop to get justice for Sean. We want to help the Monterrosa family reach their $10,000 goal. People can make donations through Linktree/CCSF for Sean, which has links to their GoFundMe for the CCSF for Sean Venmo. We will make every transaction transparent. I think so on our art auction, we have pieces from, one is from Troy Holden. Direct quote is, "My donation is to help Sean Monterrosa's family hold the killer cops in Vallejo PD accountable. Much love to Holly Park and Bernal Heights." This one is from Nick DeRenzi, who is an abolitionist photographer that is part of Critical Resistance. Okay. This one is from Ricky Ratt, Bay Area born and raised kid, just trying to preserve the culture he fell in love with. This one is from artist Misha Ferris, or Misha, who is actually part of this group as well, who is a visual artist from San Francisco. She is inspired by all the things and people around her in the city, including graffiti, skateboarding, tattoos, Muni, who are real heroes, parks, and music. This one is from Teresa Alicia, who's also another dope member of CCSF for Sean. Teresa is a student at City College. She is an artist and community organizer. She gets her art inspiration from nature, her community, and her dreams, and being hella radical. This one is from Jess Wynn. Jess Wynn is a budding multidisciplinary artist, student activist, and fierce advocate for public education and social justice. Hey, Angela. Okay. And with that, we want to honor Sean Monterrosa tonight and his sisters and all other victims of brutality. We will start off our program with his sister, Ashley and Michelle Monterrosa, and Justice for Sean.
Thank you guys for putting this on together. Honestly, when the idea was brought to us, we weren't, at first I was like, oh man, usually it's just me and Ashley organizing and planning things out. So it's just really nice to see the community, especially former students, and our city and just so many other people supporting our family and supporting my sister and I as we, we're fighting a big beast, and it's been a horrible 7 months. We put our grief and our healing to the side to kind of just demand justice for Sean and so many. And one thing today is me and Ashley finally realized that we really have to start healing before we get burnt out and we can't continue this work. So just really want to thank you guys for putting this on, and it's beautiful. Like I said, as you can see here, we have some art that people have made for us. So we honestly heal through art. Really just bring peace, especially their way of, all the art everyone makes on every day. And my mom, she comes from where she asks us, what's new for Sean, So
she's like, ¿Qué hay de mi niño? Like, ¿Qué hay de nuevo? And, she just loves seeing how much the community comes together for Sean. For those, formal introduction, I'm Ashley and this is Michelle. I'm just super in awe and just have so much gratitude for the community who's literally been by our side for this long 7 months. And
like Ashley said, we just, from these 7 months, we've had to put our feelings aside and our healing, but even getting arrested at Governor Newsom's house, it just really highlights something we all know, right? We're crying out for help for this system that continues to shove our cases and our loved ones and continue to dehumanize them. So, we're doing everything in our power to continue to humanize our brother and so many other. And this is a work that, we didn't think we would see, when you grow up, you don't really see yourself, you don't decide, we've just been put in this position that, we've been turning our pain to power, and we're running with it and continue to bring support to other families, because sometimes, other families don't have the opportunity to continue this work. So, it's bigger than Shawn, and we know it's just my brother gave us a platform to do so. So just want to send out love to you guys, and thank you for all the donations. Thank you for all the art contributions, music, for everyone pulling up to protest, to the libraries, to everything we've done. Your guys in love doesn't go unnoticed. We really appreciate it all, and it's something that keeps us going. And I'll let Ashley add something before.
In terms of people, I'm sure people are wondering if there's anything new with the case before we switch to the next segment. So far, there hasn't been, unfortunately, anything new. The Attorney General Javier Becerra has been appointed to Biden's cabinet. So as of right now, California doesn't have a new announced Attorney General. So we're hoping to apply pressure for when that new Attorney General does get appointed. We apply that pressure to ensure that he or she does we demand that they have to investigate not only Shawn's murder, but everything that's been going on Vallejo and everything, all this dirt that San Francisco has as well. Anything else with the case?
It just sucks, that we have to continue to put our bodies on the line to just get a simple acknowledgement. It's very frustrating, but we have to, like I said, we have to heal in order to keep going. And
right now we're in the middle of planning out what the blueprint is going to look like for 2021 in terms of actions. Eventually Toucan's Day is going to happen. Eventually, Shawn's 1 year, his birthday is going to come up. So just please stay tuned on Justice for Shawn on Instagram for all those updates. And just thank you all, and we love you all.
Hey, first of all, I want to thank you guys for even being here and supporting us in the first place. Because I had a class with Michelle. Your name is So we were in Dr. Coates's stats class, and you're hella cool, dude. So once again, I'm sorry that this has gone down, and I'm glad that we're able to support you in any way that we can. So thank you guys for being here, both of you. You guys are hella awesome.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. So with that being said, I would like to introduce a friend of mine. Her name is Angela Savage. She's really dope. Angela Savage is a writer and student from the city who will be sharing poetry.
Hey y'all. So thank you, Shawn. And thank you to the Monterrosa sisters for being here. So today I'll be performing or reading 3 poems that I have written in the last couple years, also in the last couple weeks. So this first poem is about gentrification. It's a poem that I wrote about two years ago, and it pretty much was inspired by how every time I come back to the city, because I go to college in LA, I would see that the city is just always changing. It always looks different every time I come back. And so this was kind of my reaction to that. It's called On Gentrification. Do you hear that? The land is fighting a war. Its aches are in the chipping paint, the peeling wood, the empty houses, torn and built and torn again, gutted bodies, now just bones of white sheets and blue tape and metal bars, cold ghosts of the stories that once lived within the walls. Its people beat their fists against the air. We mourn in silence because there are always others. Their hands cradle strange boxes, grips tightened when they pass sleeping men on the corner, faces lit with their glowing screens as they look for a place to put their things. They're not from around these parts, and we can tell. Listen, I'd love to believe that our home will stay home, that our city is not slowly eating itself, but these are thoughts of denial, wishful thinking, for I've seen them feed no mercy for what's been made prey. I have seen streets turned to supper, choked and gutted in the places we've memorized, 10 new restaurants where friends once lived. They call it fusion cuisine, how they marvel at our cities having so much culture, yet never with enough clarity to realize that they are the ones leading it to extinction. I've seen what stares they give me in the only place my family's called home, the ones that label us foreign on streets they were once scared of. They walk dogs with more clothes than my neighbors, use not flags but colorful welcome mats, use not mobs but picnics at our parks to push us off land that was never theirs. They've said it loud and clear. Your land is more valuable when it's ours. None of this is new, but it brews the same anger when I see they finally paved the roads, fixed the streetlights, trimmed the grass, made the city look pretty enough for them to live in it, just makeup on a corpse and not alive like it's supposed to be. But despite all our desperate, eternal attempts to expose the sickness, to contain and mend the flesh on our bodies, they take and take and take, feast and feasting more until ghost people walk ghost streets in a ghost city with ghost memories. And I'm sorry for their hunger, how they stick their fingers inside of our homes, how they push us to the margins of every city we try running to. But for now, everything is still, like the moment before exhale, calm amidst the chaos as we cast spells on our chances, some destroyed religion stuck in the cracked pavement. Okay, so that was the first poem, pretty lengthy. This next poem that I'm going to read is a little more hopeful. It's a poem that I read directly after I finished this book called Parable of the Sower by Octavia Butler. It's a poem about how important it is, really just when you are organizing and you are trying to organize your community, like it's very important to be clear about the kind of world that you want to build, the kind of world that you want to see your children live in, and to have that hope and to have like your revolutionary imagination strong and clear at all times, because that's where community organizing comes from. It comes from your love for the people. It comes from your love for life, wanting to see other people live. So this is untitled. It's a new poem, but yeah, new shit. Hey, thank you for that. It is new shit. At night, when the city lowers its voice and the fog starts rolling in from the Pacific, I dream that you and I have made something beautiful together. It's never any one particular thing. Sometimes it's a tended field that runs into the horizon, healthy plots of land ready for birthing harvests, a place big enough to hold all our grief. Sometimes it's a house. No doors, only windows for light, a place built for shutting itself up in itself, a hideaway from the rattle of the world. But that won't do. All attempts to escape a place only bring you closer to understanding it. Darkness makes space for dreams, then let them be dreams that are just as impatient as we are, that riot in your mind like they are capable of life apart from us. That is to say, as long as your imagination runs unbounded, you are keeping busy with survival, which whispers the same thing. This isn't how it's supposed to be. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Refuse to gag on the hands they've dealt us. You might be around long enough to see what flowers. At night, when grief is the loudest, before the sky breaks into morning and the wind thins into a brisk breeze, imagine what it might take to make that beautiful something, to build a space so wide and calm we can think about more than what keeps us alive. Hold there. Cool. So thank you for listening to my poetry. I'm a little over time. Sorry, but yeah. Thank you for this.
Hey, thank you, Angela. That was hella true. All of it was hella true. Especially when you come back and like they disrespect you on your own, like where you're from. You know, your own familiarity, like your own place. You know, it's wild. And now, hell yeah, have an awesome one. Now, Palos Madres is Yenia, or how do I pronounce that? I'm sorry.
It's Yenia. Yeah, you're saying it right. Hey,
perfect.
hey, Ashley. Hey, Michelle.
So first, Palos Madres is Yenia, who will be doing a small spoken word piece on police brutality, and Sean Monterrosa. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. First and foremost, I want to thank the Monterrosa family and also, everyone who is involved and, it's a CCSF Collective. I know it's a group of y'all, so thank you for having me. Can you all hear me?
We could hear you.
Hello? Oh, okay, for sure.
Yeah, you muted
So
for a second. We can hear you then.
Oh, okay, for sure. I just wanted to say thank you for having me. And first and foremost, I want to say Sean Monterrosa's legacy should be remembered and his love for his community. He was a warrior brother who inspired young minds to do better and to keep their minds enlightened and kept the library to keep their fruitful minds growing. His legacy should thrive his love for his family and his solidarity with his community. He was a young king. Did you hear me? I said he was a young king taken from his family way too soon. But as they say, legends never die. They live Sean Monterrosa. And I just wanted to start with that. So I am going to share some poems, and I apologize if I go over time or if I cut short, but I'm just gonna share some stuff and go from there. This first one is called My Mind is a Prison. My mind is a prison. This prison is a mind of its own. This unchained melody in my head is driving me insane. My sanity is in disdain. This mental imprisonment is unlike anything I've ever felt. I feel shambled. I feel entangled. I see our mothers and children crying, bullets flying. It almost feels as if this imprisonment is spell binding. And the land that is not of the free, the land that is spelled America with 3 Ks and not 1 C. Did you hear me? America, Amerikka. My people are imprisoned in this corrupt justice system. I said, did you hear me? My people are imprisoned in this corrupt justice system. This is a result of tyranny. It is no longer beneficial for our people to divide. We should be unified in the fight of the systemic minds in a society that has poisoned my people with PTSD and anxieties. Our children are being incarcerated, are dying from starvation, disease, and being killed by police. So you tell me how I can be at peace when there is no world peace. Okay, so that one is called My Mind is a Prison. It is something that I wrote. I have 3 different versions of it, and I just wanted to say that, it is a little triggering to talk about these things, and I want to respect that these are, topics that are hard to talk about. I want to share one last piece, and this is from my book. I self-published a book, and I want to say that everyone out there should, if you are a writer and you want to put your work out there, you should put it out there. If either it's self-published, however, it is really, really, really something that I really, really feel Black and brown, queer, whoever needs to really put their stories out there. So if anyone out there is looking for that kind of information, please reach out to me on my Instagram. It's Nopales Madre, and I will share this poem with you. And I just want to talk about really quickly how police brutality is not, it has been around for a very long time, and I'm tired of seeing people putting using hashtags to get awareness, because there's so many of them, and it's really sad, and it's a real systemic issue in our society. But I want to share this poem, and it's a story from when I was in elementary school. I'm born and raised in Bayview, Hunters Point. I grew up in the Oakdale projects, and this is about a protest that we went to. And there was a police officer who came to our class and talked to us about letting police officers know what we're doing with our hands at all times. But this kid that passed away, unfortunately, due to the hands of the police, was asthmatic. So how would he have told the police that he was reaching for his inhaler for them to then shoot him down? So I will go ahead and share this piece with you all. It's called I Can't Breathe. 1999, I remember in elementary school when our teachers brought in police officers into our class to teach us to always let officers verbally know what we are doing with our hands while having police contact and to follow any police orders. This was due to a young man who happened to be of Black descent was murdered by police during a traffic stop. He was asthmatic and needed his inhaler, thus reaching into his jacket pocket, and police then shot and killed him. I remember the officer asking, does anyone have any questions at the end of his phony ass presentation? I remember my 7-year-old self raising my hand. I remember my hood being on fire the night prior to the moment in class. The chanting of the deceased young asthmatic man's name whose life was taken for no reason echoed in my mind. I was lost in deep thought while raising my hand for what felt like a long 5 minutes. When finally the officer points to me and says, "Yes," he inquires. I then asked the $1,000,000 question, but what if we can't breathe? Will the officer shoot me? The officer gazed at me with what almost felt as anger and replied, "The best thing to do is to have a card stating your health concerns." He explained. "That doesn't make sense," I replied. It is now 2017, and a man was killed tonight due to a traffic stop. And the police officer asked him for his license and then proceeds to shoot him. This man explained he was reaching over the glove box and they still shot him. He too was black, pound BLM. So I wanted to share this piece because I wrote this back in 2017, but this happened to me, or this experience happened in 1999. And that's how far my memory goes as to police brutality and how it affects our community, our Black and brown brothers. And I just wanted to go ahead and share that piece. And thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you all.
That was fire poetry. Thank you so much. Hey,
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Thank you, Yenia.
Thank you, Michelle. Love you, girl. Hey, Ashley.
Hey, so once again, I would like to, Bear is I'm going to give her another intro because she's that dope. Everybody's that dope. But Bear is an Indigenous mother and hip hop MC who comes from the Red Willow tribe of Taos Pueblo, located in northern, quote unquote, New Mexico. Bear brings her unconscious growth into hip hop to uplift those who resonate with hardships that we all face. Her passion to advocate for the missing, murdered Indigenous women and children, land back and water protection movements comes from her upbringing. And welcome, Bear. Boom. Hey, dude, what's up? So go ahead. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being Hello Ride. And the floor is yours.
Thanks for having me. Many blessings to everybody out there in the Bay Area. I'm from Mexico, but I want to, share some words with the Monterrosa family. I have a little story to tell real quick before I begin, but I actually went to a protest here last year in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I saw, there's a lot of people who showed up for the protest after George Floyd, his protest was going on here in Albuquerque. And there was people shouting a lot of people's names who got shot by the police. And actually Sean Monterrosa's name came up. And I was just thinking of all these people and their names and, who they could be. And at the time I had no idea who he was, but I remember his name. And it was crazy because I ended up going to the Bay and I went to one of his protests in Vallejo. And I ended up seeing this lady from my village of Taos Pueblo, which is located in the northern part of New Mexico. And it's actually one of the oldest continuously living inhabited communities in the US. And I take pride in that as a Native woman, but I actually seen this woman there at his protest wearing a t-shirt that said Taos Pueblo. And I had to take a second look and I had to stop her because it was just so unbelievable to me that somebody would be wearing a Taos Pueblo shirt at this, protest. And I had to stop the lady and, ask her, like, does your shirt say Taos Pueblo? Did you get that from there? And she was like, yeah, I did. And I was like, well, I'm from there. And so it was crazy to see that. It was like some sort of like synchronicity or something. And that was really significant to me. And just being at the protest, seeing the Monterrosa family and everybody stand in solidarity and just a lot of, smiles and tears and just so much emotion, it made me reflect on my life and my child because I'm a mother to a son. So it really hit me hard to see, the family shed tears over their loved one. And I couldn't imagine, losing my son. So I actually got asked to paint a piece in Clarion Alley. And I was like, well, I don't know what to paint. This has to be, something big, something, for the community. So I decided to paint toucan. And, you know, that it really meant a lot to me because of what I saw at the protest, just seeing the lady in her t-shirt, and then also, you know, seeing the family. And so I just wanted to put that out there. To me, it was just like meant to be or something for me to be there. So I'm very grateful to be, you know, sharing more of what I can offer to the community. So I am a female MC. I've been MCing since I was a teenager, but prior to that, I was writing poetry, reading, writing, and I kind of brought myself up in the hip hop world. But I bring my own conscious growth from what I've been through in my life, and I just put it out on the table. I don't ever really want serious recognition or money out of it. So this is a really great opportunity for me to, you know, share what I have to offer with everybody out there. So this is a song that I produce. I actually produce all of my music. I make all of my beats. I write all of my rhymes. So here we go. Misunderstanding. Digital, it's inevitable. People only capable of what they see on the screen. GMO make anything edible. Chemicals unethical. Disregarded possible diseases spread at your favorite festival. Sexual susceptible by synonyms. Over the counter medical medicines to mask homeopathic benefits. Unprofessional, I'm skeptical. We're divided by color, divided by a decimal. Dollar signs going up. Corporate laughing at us. Laughing stock. Supermarkets crash. Marking 2020 a plot. Trump jackpot. Martial law mugshot, FEMA with the deadline, artists in decline. The smartest are the dumbest, intelligent, artificial, superficial officials, running judicial, sacrificial, launching missiles at the civil, causing a ripple. Government caught in a pickle, tricking the people, blocking the sheeple. What is legal should be illegal. The virus is the needle, pricking by pricks, brainwashing, making us sick in the head. Politics, bloodshed, misled, independence is dead. Anxious thinking too far ahead. Anxious laughing at us. Anxious thinking too far ahead. Anxious laughing at us. Yeah. Don't stress, obsessed with the lesson. You'll leave people impressed when you're yourself, nonetheless. I'm a proud Indigenous woman. Yes, I'm blessed. Represent what a clan I am, who I am, even if you can't stand this. Doing my best so I live a long lifespan for the younger generations. Not in it for the money, no cash app donations. I'm in it for creation, for your inspiration. I don't want to mess with the vibrations, because we're in this together. The love has to be reciprocated, so I stay elevated. To alleviate my mind, meditate so I can really see the signs. Realize everything is just fine, but I got savage in my bloodline. Back then, there was no lifeline. I'm just living a life like it's on the line. Not promised another day, so I speak with honesty, because it really is the least I can say. Yeah. It really is the least I can say. Honesty. Yeah. It really is the least I can say. Honesty, honestly, is comedy. How people live by quantity, not quality. My subconscious tell me things my eyes can't see. What's your world? What's your reality? What you see is what you get. Your idea of me isn't my business, as God is my witness. I really am my own witness. But vibes don't lie when you get the feeling of suspicion. Metaphysics gotta listen, gotta pay attention. Ain't with the quickness to make decisions. I use my television with most women. I'm in prison, free from the system. Got the ism, mysticism in my mannerism. Bet you didn't expect this. Sapiosexual, feminist, intellectual, my deliverance. Yeah. It's obvious I'm not illiterate, no, but I'm considerate of people's feelings. Yeah. It's what's needed for healing. Do you understand me? I'm much more than you see. That's why I spit with honesty. Yeah. It really is the least I can say. Honesty. Gotta be honest with yourself and honest with each other, you know? I another day. Same old shit is what people say, but it doesn't gotta be that way when you can be the change. So get up, it's in the air, beware, but aware, and take care of doing big things. No mediocre, sending signals in the air like a pipe smoker. Don't play games, but I'm a practical joker. See things for what they are, and I believe in me, and I'm a step closer to gaining clarity. On the move like a motor, using my intuition decoder, and I disregard the poses. I'm a live composer, survive cause I'm fitted. I get in where I'm fitting cause I'm committed to living life to the fullest. I'm zealous and full of it. I don't get jealous cause I'm getting it. If you disagree, then you should probably check your shit. Opinionated, well now that I refrain from getting faded out, love pays off. I know cause I made it this far. Don't gotta try hard. I'm here to awaken the woke. I stay stoked. The people I provoke, blessed up, cause I'm a blessed following the path of my ancestors. I know, cause I made it this far. Don't gotta try so hard. I'm here to awaken the woke. I stay stoked. The people I provoke, blessed up, cause I'm blessed following the path of my ancestors. Resisting the oppressors and the ones who think lesser and seek. Hopefully this will make you think. Just in the air, say your prayers, have faith, cause that shit is rare. A new year, a new day, make it clear and adhere to the old ways. Be involved, pays off. I know cause I made it this far. Now I don't take life so hard. So once again, you know, rest in peace, Toucan. Much love and blessings to the Monterrosa family.
Thank you.
That was dope.
So, you know, we all have somebody that we may have lost in our lives, but it's up to us to carry on their vision and carry on the message that they left behind. And in order for us to be there or accomplish that, we need to stand in solidarity with each other. Maybe, just maybe, it'll get better. I'm feeling the whether or not life's on. I see life by people have missed out on a lot, so I stop myself from settling for less than I deserve. More than just human, cause I know I got a soul, so I'm concerned with what occurs in the world. You prefer what you prefer. Keep my word when I affirm, rewrite and I learn, earn respect that I deserve, and I do what I do more than just a verb. So you can sit back, observe, and get served if you don't want to learn. But the worst will take its turn. Energy is everything, use it wisely. If you don't care what the price might be, the universe has the answers precisely. So you should know I don't take disrespect in our world lightly. Rest in peace to all the ones who got shot by the hands of the police. Everybody stay strong out there. Be there for one another because you don't know what you got till it's gone. Be there for your family. Call up your loved ones. Be strong no matter what. Be optimistic no matter the circumstances. We gotta work together if we want change for the better. Take back what is owed. Gotta go big, cause this world is our home we share. So I know I'm not alone. Gotta face the facts and have no fear. Persevere, recognize the severities to gain clarity in solidarity, not for popularity. A different kind of energy. We got sacred entities blessing us on the daily. Life is only temporary. Carry my medicine, it's a part of my regimen. Pray is for the people like the dark skin melanin. Respect all differences and elements. I'm in this for the betterment, not convenience. Native American. Nothing is changing, gotta go back to basics. Keep it old school, it's how we originated. If you wanna live and say you're about it, then you're obligated. Thank you everybody out there who tuned in. I really appreciate everybody out there coming together, you know, for Sean and just being in solidarity with each other. That's what it takes in order to make big change, you know. Like I said in my lyrics, you know, we got to work together if we want change for the better.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bear. That shit was fire. It was really dope to listen, to be able to hear that again. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me, and stay strong, everybody out there. I have so much love for the Bay. You guys treated me so good while I was out there, and you know, the most I could do is, you know, just give back to the community out there for being there for me, and, you know, everybody being there for each other and standing in solidarity. That's such a beautiful thing, and it really opened my eyes even more.
Right.
So peace
Yeah,
and blessings, you know, stay strong, Monterrosa family. We're here for you, you know, fist up, everybody.
All right, thank you so much. And now I would like to introduce Myles Davis. I would just say, you guys, like, try and be mindful of time limits. I DM you guys, right? And it's like no shade, but like we have an hour and a half. So this is Myles Davis. Myles Davis is a Bay Area MC and artist. His music is rooted in the attitude and experiences of these communities and guided by the intention to empower working class people globally.
What's up, y'all? Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Comments if you see you can hear me.
No, we can hear you.
Groovy. All right. Well, I just want to say thank you all for coming. Thank you for the Monterrosa family. Thank you for the CCSF collective for having us. Like everybody who's a part of this, and I just hope I can contribute some music today to, you know, help keep this movement going. So with that being said, we'll start our first song by produced by Gabe Clifton, and it's called "The Future Is Now." Shout out San Francisco, shout out Las Cruces, New Mexico, shout out Taos Pueblo, shout out emcee, shout out Palas Muerte, Angela Savage. So get a grip, call it what it is, a national uprising for the future of our kids. It doesn't depend on whether or not CNN endorses it, they're just corporatists. So any more high ground has been forfeited. Fuck their fortresses, propaganda performances. One human life is more important than all of their immaculate buildings and offices. So get a grip, call it what it is, a national uprising for the future of our kids. Ain't no turning back, man, the fuses have been lit. Taking no abuse from a pig, ain't it rich? Call them what they are, just an occupying force. So let's modify the course. I think it's time for a divorce. Defund, dismantle, and decolonize society. And those someone inspiring, this goes beyond mere police firings. Oh, the irony, gestures from oppressors to maintain the tyranny. So get a grip, call it what it is, cause they won't. They're only motivated by the dough, from the deserts to the igloos. Post-pandemic got plenty pressing issues. If we don't address them together, we don't continue. I've been dreaming of better than what we've been through. Thank you, thank you. Shout out Gabe Clifton, San Francisco-based producer. Fire. This next track is called 2020 Freestyle. And I know we're in 2021, but years don't matter anymore. I hope that's what 2020 taught you. So. And like, I could write any shitty thing about the US government, they'll just keep doing it. So it's timeless. I'm getting tipsy with my mama, playing Pixies in Nirvana, sipping on Palomas, talking TPS and DACA. We know a social movement is upon us, so well-being of the people be the reason for performance. Ain't no other on this. I'm in the last bar call with my art open, acapella, cordless, yeah, it keeps me honest, so you should record this. Portable endorphins, bring it with you to the office. When immigrants working, live in danger, it's time to bring the militant force back to labor. Boycott, strike ahead, tell your neighbor, our side's gonna fight, homie. Now and later, when immigrants working, live in danger, it's time to bring the militant force back to labor. Boycott, strike ahead, tell your neighbor, our side's gonna fight, homie. Now it's time to disarm the big pharma, endorsed by the feds, mess up fools who harmed us, armed to Pushing opioids to the broken unemployed while you fight marijuana. Fuck you, you can't deny me your doctor. All eyes on the rise of the paupers. Don't mean to seem rude, I got no room to barter. Don't get it confused, investors armor. Honest question, no intention of embarrassing. How do we Poe is the terrorist? I like this count as much as you, dog. But how fair is it? Inequalities based on race and heritage. Policies enforced by the state going on for decades. This ain't up for debate. It's embarrassing. Fear not, comrades, mates, good Samaritans. Message from the Bay to Great Lakes. We prepare to win. Immigrants work and live in danger, so we don't bringing militant force back to labor. It's gonna be bad. Peace. Next song is well, first off, shout out to Brycon for producing that joint and just, you know, being a definitely like anchor in this like Bay Area hip hop scene for sure. So next song. The song is called Tomorrow because after hearing 2020 Freestyle, you need a little upper. So this is inspired by Land's End in San Francisco, Las Cruces. I'm from Los Angeles. My dad, shout out to my mom. Who knows where my 10 toes will point tomorrow? Every time I go to Sutro, they think I'm thorough. Call me in West Portal.
Change, but you yelling how you different. They say fuck the police, and then they claiming that they kill them. They talk about what's popular, hoping that we feel them, but these dudes will say anything just to make a million. Maybe it's me, but something got me feeling different. I'm on my own wave. The mainstream, I can't feel it. They say all lives matter, trying to tell us we ain't different, but whole time benefiting from the white privilege. If we ain't different, tell me who police killing. See, the cat took a knee and his job was missing. Protect and serve, it all sound good intention, but how is that your mission? You pulling guns on children. See, royalty and gold, it used to be our daily living. Plentiful to diamond, but now it's all missing. See, the Holy Crusades made the brown people victim. Now I pray for better days. It's ironic that I'm Christian. You know what I'm saying, did y'all hear me? Yeah, I see the snaps. We're gonna keep it lit. Man, that was my song, Farewell Speech. I mean, a poem, Farewell Speech, but it's out on YouTube, I believe, as a song. So if you ever want to just chill and listen to that, it was some of my early work, you know, so I hope y'all enjoy that. So I'm finna set up the music right now. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all patience. I appreciate y'all being here. Man, it's a Friday night. We're supposed to be at the club right now, but we in here. We on Zoom.
We in Zoom. We got the Zoom concert right now.
Oh, the Zoom concert lit. Hey, man, you got to get exclusive tickets to come in here. All right, I'm going to try to play it real quick to see if it hooked up. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, it says it's hooked up. I'm going to play it for like 2 seconds and let me know if y'all can hear it, all right? All right. Can y'all hear it? All right. Since that's the case, I need everybody to get up. We at the concert. Let's tell them it on two. We keeping it lit all day. Let me talk to them. Hey, look, let me tell you what it is. The government's shady. They be stealing kids. But you don't want to hear that shit. You want to hear me brag how I fucked your bitch. Well, guess what? I did. Legs by her head, then I put it in the ribs. Hit it from the back. I was throwing up my things. She want to have my baby, so I gave her all my kids. But you don't want the toxic ass tricks. Manipulating all for the profit ass. Hey, old drama for the nonsense. They disrespect their mama, but they won't check us. Hey, living in the system, but we can't be our best. The police quick to put a bullet in your chest, and that's facts. Good to catch my breath. Call from back home. Shit, another death. Hey, on this part, I need everybody to turn up. We at the club right now. We at your favorite place. Get out your seat. You better start. Come on. Every verse coming with that real shit. Hey, look, hey, I hit the dough and then I'm spazzing out. These niggas telling lies all for the clout. I thought your mama said stop acting out. What's gonna happen if I punch you in your mouth? I was hitting licks, I had to cut it out. Hey, my pocket's hurting. I just hit a drought. Hey, I'm frustrated. I gotta let it out. Do me a favor, tell your partner not to run his mouth. I been showing love, you tried to play me out. Self-defense, now I gotta knock you out. Hey, they try to jump me right in front of my house. And then the homies heard, now they finna pack you out. Hey, fuck being humble, now we showing out. Hey, fuck COVID, bitch, we going out. Hey, I wasn't nobody, that's without a doubt. I started speaking truth and now they know me now. One more time. Some grinding ain't gonna never wait. Everybody get low with me in the room. We having fun. Y'all better be ready to turn up. If everybody not turn, I'm leaving. Hey, bitch, I'm grinding, ain't gonna never wait. The only time you hesitate. Every verse coming with that real shit. And every beat hitting like a heavyweight. Yeah, we keeping it lit all day. I think that was 10 minutes, so I gotta leave now. But I don't want to, but it's cool.
Hey,
we lit.
I lost my phone, so I can't put it on pause. Hey, you guys, thank you for the time.
Hey, that was awesome. Right on, bro.
Weeks. Make sure you go download the new album. I Gotta Feel It. Stunnerman on 2 and Quake Beats. The whole project is high energy. Make sure we donating. Make sure we finding these funds so we can make sure we get these heinous and ridiculous police convicted.
Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah.
Happen.
Thank you so much for that. You really hyped us up right now, especially this one right here.
Man, oh, yeah. I was seasoning my chicken wings. After this, I'm gonna put my chicken wings in the air fryer. But before that, I was fucking covert operation. I was like, you should have flipped your stimulus.
Yeah, you gotta flip the stimulus.
Hey.
You have to.
No, it was lit. Right on, bro. Thank you for that.
Of course, man. Appreciate y'all for having me.
Thank you for being there, and thank you for being there in the first place. Right on, bro.
Only one thing. I'm definitely gonna need at least 2 of those chicken wings. So you know what I'm saying? Hit me in the DM. You want to follow back? I need a little chicken wing. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
That's it.
All right.
Love y'all. Thank y'all. Hey, make sure you do me a favor. Have a beautiful night.
All right. Thank you, brother. You too.
I go by Gunna Goes Global. I really showed up to show support and solidarity for Shawn. I know when I was in
Thank you for being here, brother.
For sure. And I just wanted to really, more than anything, motivate people to continue to go, continue to spread awareness, because the impact is being felt. Unfortunately, it's far too many names who have fell victim to police brutality, but we want to do everything in our power to prevent new names. Also want to hold these police accountable, and we figuring it out. You know, we in a new year, beginning of a new decade. So I just want people to understand that in order to reach the goal, you know, we got to go through adversity, but continue to be diligent. This right here, the amazing idea, put it together, but definitely want justice for the life that was taken, and want that cop held accountable. Extreme reform, if not total defundment. You know what I'm saying? Got to do things so that throughout the Bay Area, throughout the nation, we can see a change, and we will be gathering for something positive one day soon. You know what I mean? So that's what I came on here to do. Just salute the family, salute everybody involved, the organizers, and tell the organizers to continue to organize, and the family to keep fighting. And I appreciate what y'all doing.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you. And I remember y'all, a lot of you guys that are on this call pulled up when we were in Vallejo, and you know, it's messed up that it took my brother being murdered out there, being from San Francisco, to shine more light to what's happening in Vallejo. And Vallejo's been crying out for help, you know, and it's just unfortunate, but you know, the work don't stop. And like you said, you know, we got to prevent more names to come, especially under this administration, even though it's hella bold to say. You know, we gotta be on the streets. We gotta be on these politicians' necks.
We're pushing to be the last family in Vallejo. You know, we gotta hold our own city here in San Francisco. We gotta hold Chesa accountable. So there's a lot of work to do this year. So, you know, I hope this is the first of many, you know, get-togethers, Zoom calls, or whatever. You know, we just gotta continue organizing and applying that pressure. Y'all.
But Dev, stay tuned, because we're gonna do Toucans Day this year again, and yeah, you know, we gotta do it right and just continue to hold space for the other Vallejo families too. You know, they don't always have the opportunity.
Unfortunately, that's a very corrupt city. And many people out there, I guess they got like a whole hit squad out there, police officers and stuff like that. I've been reading articles prior to the unfortunate situation with Sean. I was reading about what was going on in Vallejo, and it looks like I said, they've been doing it. So supporting that, I'm happy to be involved in anything you guys need. Just let me know for sure whatever I could do to bring attention on my platform. February 1st, I'll definitely be dropping a piece of content that's dedicated to police brutality, and I'll be sure to let you guys see it first. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna bring some controversy, but at the same time, hopefully bring some tangible results in the right direction.
Thank you.
Thank you.
More than welcome. Have a great evening.
You too.
All right.
Hey, right on. Okay. So now I am shifting the emceeing to Sophia.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. So this is the portion where at the end, if we have time, I'm going to invite anybody to come up and speak some words. But first off, we have Stephanie Woodford. Stephanie is a jazz, pop, R&B singer-songwriter out of the Bay Area. She uses her jazzy style and R&B pop vocals to bring a soulful sound to her performing. And I think she has some lives on Instagram and Facebook sometimes too, so take it away, Stephanie. Hi.
Yes, I do have lives on Facebook sometimes. I just have to say real quick, my boyfriend is trying to watch this live. I messaged both the hosts. I don't know if you guys check your messages, but I don't know what his Zoom name is, but he's trying to watch.
Can someone let him in the room, please?
What is his Zoom name?
I don't know, but his name is Noah.
Yeah, I've been keeping an eye out on Noah, but I haven't seen him yet.
He might just have a random Zoom name. I don't know what it is. But anyway, the song I'm about to play is called Hands Up, Don't Shoot. And I wrote it in high school when I heard that Trayvon Martin had got murdered. And then I was distraught again when I found out about, not when I found out about, but when I watched the movie about Oscar Grant. And, you know, this keeps happening over and over again. It's nonstop. You know, and so I bring this song back every year because it's relevant still. So here we go. Black faces suffering, some lack self-respect. Some are filled with self-hatred, the whole race they affect. Not all of us are crazy, no, we're not all the same. Yet we're all grouped up and made out to be scary, violent, and insane. Oh, hands up, don't shoot me. I'm walking down this street. I'm wearing this hoodie. I'm dark skinned. This is me. Hands up, don't shoot me. Don't hurt me. Don't judge me. This is my history. And now we're fighting for victory. Justice, power, for peace. We're fighting for freedom. Hey, hey, oh. But you won't understand our pain until you walk in our shoes. Walk the world like we do. Oh, oh, hands up, don't shoot me. I'm walking down this street. I'm wearing this hoodie. I'm dark skinned. This is me. Hands up, don't shoot me. Don't hurt me. Don't judge me. This is my history. And now we're fighting for victory. Justice, power, for peace. We're fighting for our freedom. Hey, oh. Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot me now. No, I can't breathe. Get your knee up off of me. No, I can't breathe. Please get up off of me. Oh, hands up, don't shoot me. I'm walking down this street. I'm wearing this hoodie. I'm dark skinned. This is me. Hands up, don't shoot me. Don't hurt me. Don't judge me. This is my history. And now we're fighting for victory. Justice, power, for peace. We're fighting for freedom. Hey, oh, hands up, don't shoot. Thank you very much. It's my anthem. It is out everywhere. And the version that you just heard comes out next week everywhere.
Yeah, that was fucking amazing. Thank you.
Do you have any more that you want to perform right now?
I do have another song, but I'm not going to do that on this instrument. Hold on. My keyboard is my main instrument, so I'm going to perform it on that. This one I wrote around the same time, and it's a song about stepping away from negativity in your life. And so it's relevant now because it's like, you know, all this stuff is happening and we want to bring awareness and to bring peace and to bring justice. You know, rest in peace, Sean Monterrosa, and all the lives lost to police brutality. And so this is just my way of saying, keep the peace. That's too loud. Okay. There we go. I won't let you stop me from being me. I won't let you stop me from being free. Free to create my story, claim my glory. Find who I'm supposed to be. Step away from me. Negativity. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Step away from me. Negativity. You're not welcome in my home. No, no, no. I don't get much done when you're around. You keep my smile turned upside down. Oh, down and Negativity, you leave me so confused. Yeah. Gotta find my way. Stay away from me. Negativity. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Stay away from me. Negativity. Your power is gone. It's gone. It's gone.
Good job. That was amazing.
That was so beautiful.
I feel like we all needed that, and your voice is just very soothing. I heard someone say that was medicinal, and it's very medicinal, you know, and it just brought a lot of warmth to our souls. So thank you for that.
I appreciate that. I'm glad there's an open mic that happened, and I was able to perform my 2 songs. Like I said, they're out and available everywhere. And they're on my new album that comes out next week. It's an acoustic album. So.
So in the interest of time, I think we're going to introduce our last open mic speaker, Shawn Purcelle, our amazing MC for the majority of this. Thank you for helping us through that, man. They use they and he pronouns, so.
Hey, yeah, thanks everybody that was here, first off. This like, it like definitely like did not go unhinged, right? Like there was weird shit that happened, but like we're still here. And fortunately, we were able to raise over $500 for the Monterrosa sisters. So that's, and their family, like that's really, really awesome. Thank you to everybody that donated. Like you guys are hella dope for that. Like it's able to help like Sean's family or Toucan's family, you know, and able to sit there and like comfort them. And like, it's cool to know that that many people really care. Also, thank you, Stunner, and thank you, Gunna Goes Global. You guys, like, thank you guys. Thank you, like, for real. Like you guys are big people out here, and you know that. So, like, for real, thank you guys. Also, thank you for everybody else that performed. I just wanted to sit there and read Elijah McClain's last words. It wasn't, and like, it's not a piece or anything. It's like just his last words. I don't even know how this person got his last words, but I read it when it happened, and it just like I couldn't believe that there was hella people just back to back. It's really weird, you know. At first it was George Floyd, then Sean Monterrosa, then Breonna Taylor, you know, and then Elijah McClain, and it just can, like somebody said, it just keeps going on and on and on and on. And these people refuse to understand that at the end of the day, when you are brown or when you are black, like, you know, the chances of you dying at the hands of police are greatly heightened. And even this guy, he was like not harming anybody, even if somebody that like, it just like, just because you do things does not mean you deserve to be put down unless you are literally like some sort of animal. And even then, anyway, I just wanted to sit there and read his last words, right? It's like, I can't breathe. I have my ID right here. My name is Elijah McClain. That's my house. I was just going home. I'm an introvert, dude. I'm just different. That's all. I'm so sorry. I have no gun. I don't do that stuff. I don't do any fighting. Why are you attacking me? I don't even kill flies. I don't eat meat. I don't even like but I don't judge people. I don't judge people who eat meat. Forgive me. All I was trying to do was become better. I will do it. I will do anything. Sacrifice my identity. I'll do it. You all are phenomenal. You are beautiful, and I love you. Try to forgive me. I'm a mood Gemini. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Ow, that really hurt. You're all very strong. Teamwork makes the dream work. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to do that. I just can't breathe correctly. And I really performed it or like read that because when I first read it, it made me cry. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with like, males crying. And I really cried because at the end of the day, that person, he was explaining himself to people that were actively trying to take his fucking life away from him. Like, and apologizing to them like he was wrong for just going home. You know what I mean? Like, so many of us face this shit every day. I had a conversation with one of my coworkers about how, like how people are weird. She reported it to my supervisor. It's hella random, but it just like, I'm just saying that because at the end of the day, when you point out shit, when you point out these conversations to people, right, they get uncomfortable. And it's like you're uncomfortable for 10, 15 minutes, bro. I'm uncomfortable the second I step out of my house. The second I step out of my house, not even when I'm inside my house, I can be killed. Right, Breonna Taylor was killed in her own house, right? And they paid her family $12 million. Her life is not worth $12 million. Her life was fucking priceless, period. That cop should have served time. And then Sean Monterrosa, he is from the city. Like it happened here in our own city. So at the end of the day, we got to keep fighting for justice. It's just that simple. And I'm glad that I was able to be here. Thank you all for having us. Thank you for being here in the first place. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sean.
Thank you, everyone. We really appreciate you guys just taking the time and for the donations and just the love and continued support. Yes, we have some trolls, but everyone made it back in and, shared beautiful poetry, music. It really nourished our soul and it continues to ground us in our work.
Every day.
And just thank you for you all. Thank you to the 2 people on this call who got arrested with us at Governor Newsom's house. Maggie and Ira. And, we don't plan on getting arrested anytime soon again, but if that ever happens, we will let more people know. So, strengthen numbers, and it's justice for Sean, but it's justice for all loved ones. And just thank you guys again.
Thank you all so much.
No, thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here, and thank you guys for doing the fighting that you're doing. Unfortunately, it was brought to us, to you guys, and it's not it's extremely unfortunate, but thank you guys for really doing the work and going out there and kicking ass. Fuck Gavin Newsom, fuck him, bro. Straight up.
Isaac's here too. He got arrested with us too. So, but hey, just thank you guys and just continue to stay tuned on the Justice for Sean page, CCSF Collective, CCSF for Sean. We'll be posting our next call to actions. We're preparing ourselves for Sean's birthday, April 24th, and the 1-year anniversary will pop up out of nowhere. And we will also start continuing to organize for Toucans Day, where everyone can come out, show solidarity and love, but also enjoy the things that Sean would too. And, we got to all heal, but also recognize that through this work, we have to find some fun somehow. So thank you all. Don't want to take too much time.
This was lit.
Yeah.
This was lit. I had a lot of fun, and I was excited before this meeting or not meeting, but this Zoom call, and I'm just super grateful. I'm overwhelmed with lots of emotions. Thank you, and I love you all. On behalf of our family, muchas gracias. Thank you to everyone.
And for those who are tuning in outside of the Bay Area, thank you. I saw someone's from Los Angeles, San Mateo County, and further out. We appreciate you guys and knowing that Sean's name is being carried not only in the Bay Area but outside the Bay Area. So thank you guys, and we wouldn't be able to do any of this without your guys' love and support.
Thank you so much, Ashley and Michelle, for those closing words. I think it is about time for us to all be getting going. This was a lovely evening, everybody, and thank you for withstanding the trolls. That's about it, I think. Yeah, stay radical in the words that Sean gave us. Challenge white supremacy and misogyny, bigotry, wherever you see it. Any kind of love you can spread. Good night, everyone.